Metro Vancouver Media is producing for us a 3-part video series this year talking about our select roses. This is our 26th year in business. We want to take you through the process of when our original bare root plants come in. We'll also talk a bit about our seedlings, our hybridizing process, and we'll show you the garden later in the season when it's in bloom and a little bit about how to care for your roses. Starting on March 12th, a Saturday coming up, you'll see many of our rose bushes are in dormant, potted, #1 grade plants. The selection is premium at that time of the year. We have thousands of roses on display. If you plant out early in the season, you'll see your first blooms starting in May of this year. We've got Neil Diamond coming out. He's going in for his soak. Special root dip. There you go, Neil. Special sauce that we add to this, and it stimulates the root. All it needs, they don't have to soak long. It just coats the root, and they suck up a bit of the special solution. They just need a couple minutes in there. And that's the secret we do that a lot of people don't do. Other people will bring in roses like this. What we do is a little extra special. From the root dip solution to hand pruning them, the soil mix is the best mix that we can buy in with special fertilizer. That's what makes the difference in our roses. And we've handled them by hand. Every rose I handle, I prune, and then the crew here pots them very carefully. And it makes a big difference how the end product comes out for our customer and then how it grows in their garden. That's had the best start it can have in life. The block we're looking at here is called Pretty Lady Rose, and this was named after one of the Downton Abbey characters. Last year they came out with Anna's Promise, so we featured the second one, which was the Pretty Lady Rose this year. This one's exceptionally fragrant, and it's a really healthy, hardy plant. We brought some of it in last year. It performed beautifully for us, so this year we bring a lot more in. And one of the key things that we do compared to some of the other people, we bring in only the #1 quality plants. As you've seen, we carefully prune them, we display them nicely, we help people pick them up. At this time of this year, they're dormant, so the customer can't see anything other than the thorns, but we put out a big label so they can see how the plant is going to look. So a lot of our work is in the hybridizing, which is creating a new rose. And what you're looking at here, these tiny little seedlings we grew from seed. These were from crosses I made last summer. We crossed 2 different roses together. We collect from the seed hip, we collect the seeds, we plant them out in the fall. They germinate in seedling flats, which are down at the end of the greenhouse. As they've germinated, we plant them individually in these little pots. These baby roses here will start to form their first flower bud within a few weeks from now. We will go through and make the selection based on how healthy they are, if they're resistant to disease. And out of this entire crop of about 3,000, we will narrow it down in 1 year to 300 of the best ones. After that, those 300 of the best ones spend the second year outdoors in the field. And then we'll start selecting down from that. Once we've decided on the best 300, we narrow it down probably by 50% each year, with hopes that out of 3,000 we will introduce 1 to 3 roses, and that could take a 5 to 10 year process. So the seed flats that we have here contain about 100 seeds each. They're planted in the fall, and the little seed has to believe it's gone through winter. We leave them in the cool greenhouse where they spend a few months. When we see the first ones just starting to germinate, we move them to the warmer greenhouse and they start popping very quickly. And from that stage, we pull them out and move them to the larger 4-inch pots. It's in the 4-inch pots where they'll do their first blooming.